Viktor the Vanquisher. You are a strong and powerful ruler with a history of blood spillage. Today is the day your glorious rule over the world shall begin. Today is the day your enemies will see themselves to utter destruction. You are the vanguard of a new world, Viktor. The new world shall be a righteous and dignified place of sheer stature and power at your fingertips. Seek today to see your vision through, Viktor. Now you prepare for battle as you stare down the dawn of a new day. Your swords are sharpened and your guns locked and loaded. Prepare to fight for your new world. Your army stands at the ready. 1,000,000 men have given themselves to your service. With your 1,000,000-man army, you are about to lay waste to the enemy. Your army makes that charge. The enemy braces for battle. Violence erupts in a glorious struggle for survival and supremacy. The enemy has no dignity. You are the righteous side. Blood stains the dirt a deep red as your enemies bleed through deeply inflicted wounds. The ground, once dry, is now soaked and damp with the former lives of the condemned. Cannons fire, cracking loudly in the open air. The walls of the enemy bastion crumble. Your cavalry advance along flanking lines to encircle the enemy's soldiers. The enemy is stricken with fear when they see the passion in the eyes of your men. These are men fighting with cause and conviction, and they shall not back down. Artillery booms and streaks through the sky, whizzing overhead to strike the enemy formations in their rear flank. Heavy casualties are inflicted. The enemy is in disarray. Your army is neat and organized. Your soldiers are attacking methodically and strategically. The battlefield has become your chessboard. You nearly have the enemy in check. Only a few moves remain before you will capture the enemy's king, so to speak. Perhaps you may literally catch their king as well. The opposing army has been reduced to a ragtag group of battered and worn men fighting for their lives. Their fight, however, will be in vain. The enemy commander blows the horn of retreat. The opposing soldiers turn back toward their bastion and run for their lives. Your army gives chase. Bodies fall to the ground as the retreating foes are cut down by the sharp and mighty swords of your fearless army. You accept no surrender. You will accept only total victory. The complete and utter destruction of the enemy must be achieved. You mount your steed and ride into the battlefield. You advance onward toward the ruins of the enemy castle. You ride across the bridge over the enemy moat, the bridge now secured and guarded by your finest soldiers. They salute you as you ride past them. They faithfully follow you inside the walls of the enemy's former stronghold. The old enemy base is now under your very own control. Such begins your journey to greatness. The victory horn blares as you enter the ruined enemy castle. Fires crackle as debris burns following the violent siege. You survey the destruction with awe. The surrendering enemy soldiers, now dejected and terrified, gaze upon you with eyes full of dread. You take pride in their fear. The elites and commanders of the enemy side, captured within their besieged castle, are strung up by your enemy's executioners. They are taken to the gallows to face the justice. The rank and file look on with horror as those whom they once admired are now deprived of life. The bodies swing on the ropes as a gentle breeze blows through the courtyard. When the world hears the news of your victory, cities across the world ignite in riots overnight in support of you and your agenda. The whole world rallies behind their new ruler. The images of your slain enemies, strung up lifeless from the gallows at the sight of your fateful victory, are circulated worldwide. You are celebrated for ending their reign. Even in the cities you hate the most, the public is rioting against their governments to recognize you as their new legitimate leader. Cabinet ministers, religious leaders, corporate executives, and even heads of state begin to resign amid the relentless pressure of the riots. Your grasp only grows tighter. National governments across the world begin to crumble. Glorious revolutions and bloody civil wars are now being fought in your name. Viktor. You now command billions of people. Anything that you say or do is emulated by a large share of the world's population. You are the ringleader, the mastermind, the supreme overlord. Your lifelong quest to rule the world has only just begun, but it is finally coming to fruition. You command whole nations as if pawns in your very own hand. You are Viktor. Viktor, the Vanquisher. You accept no quarter. You observe no surrender. You spare no mercy. You are ruthless and revered. You are Viktor. Victory is at hand for Viktor. Soon your name shall be your title, the Victor. The curves run red with rivers of blood, the blood of your enemies and all who support them, now flow freely among the streets. Their bodies lie mutilated and beaten on the ground. Your supporters, who now number in the majority, cheer and celebrate as they achieve victory after victory in pursuit of your cause. Fireworks burst above the towns and countryside. Today is your own personal victory day. Take a moment to savor the taste of power. You are now the supreme overlord and king general over the entirety of the world. Your worst enemies who have oppressed you and your people for so long have all either been humiliated, killed, or often both. Their downfall is the world's grandest public spectacle. You smoke a cigar as you watch them tumble and race to their eventual demise. You smile knowing your mission has been fulfilled. Tomorrow brings the dawn of a new world order. On a new day, you will be the one in control. It is now time for Viktor to rest. You return to your exquisite grand palace and retire to your master's sleeping quarters. From your window you see smoke rising above the city on the horizon. You smile to yourself, pleased with what you have brought the world. You have brought the world what it has needed the most. You have brought the world its greatest gift yet. You have brought about an era of peace and prosperity. The entire world rejoices your victory. The world is grateful for Viktor.